Question. Let's ask this question. Let's see what you came up with as a result.
Oh, what was that? Yeah. All right.
This is gonna be interesting.
What is it? Tell us.
So, you got A tier, Biggie, Drake, Nas. You got the B tier, Tupac, Pusha T, Eminem. You got the C tier, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, and 50 Cent. The question is, in their primes, which row would come together and drop the best diss track?
So we're picking one of them off the row, or like just which row?
Just all of them get together on one track. Which one will come up with the best diss track?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. So if these three make a come together
and
to
they're
make a
dissing
track,
somebody, they make a diss track
which
together.
one would go the hardest?
Just what would come up with the best? Who could? They're not competing against each other. It's just like they get on. Let's just say they're all beefing against each other. Each group.
Yeah.
Which one would make the group would make the better diss track? So you got Group A, Biggie, Drake, Nas. Group B, Tupac, Pusha T, Eminem.
Brother.
You got Group C, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, and 50 Cent. Let's break it down. So first, Biggie, Drake, Nas.
Yeah.
Drake would make it into a hit. That's his ability.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Nas is a great storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
So if he could somehow tie in stories to it or somehow make it
right
like that. And then Biggie, obviously, with the bars and the flow delivery.
Yeah. Well, he could be a person. He's also type that can make it into a hit.
All of them. Yeah, I'm just saying. They all have
Right.
talent to do it. But I'm just saying that what their specialties are, I think, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
at least. That's what I think their specialties are. Drake could make it into a really a nice hook for it.
Yeah.
And deliver a great hit. Biggie could deliver the flow, the hitting, not the hitting, but the delivery on it.
Yeah.
And then, he could even bars. He's got bars for days. And then Nas could do a great storytelling type of flow to it, vibe to it. Then you got Group B.
Okay.
Tupac, obviously storyteller, aggressive, very aggressive on tracks, which would sound dope.
Yeah, his energy is.
He has it. Pusha T, the story of Adidon. Pusha T's got can get it interesting,
real dirty.
Yeah, get a very interesting. And then Eminem, Eminem
His
bars.
Energy, that's what I'm saying. There's two people with crazy energy.
Yeah,
Pac and Eminem, and then you got this guy will slap it with some dirty, disgusting, harassing.
Yeah, but my question is who has the best ear for beats on this whole list? That's what would be interesting me. And then you got Group C. You got Jay-Z, which is arguably to people one of the best lyricists of all time, and can diss the fuck out of people. We already know that. Nas could do the same thing with Ether, but we have Jay-Z would take over. Yeah. You got Ice Cube, who dropped No Vaseline, which is in today's time still one of the best diss tracks of all time. Can be disrespectful and dirty, just like Pusha T did back then with No Vaseline. And then you got 50, the ultimate petty machine, who could deliver some amazing hooks too.
Most gangster shit too.
He can deliver, most.
Remember, this is the
hooks.
Prime.
Yeah.
Prime.
Yeah.
We cannot forget that.
Yeah, that's
yeah. We have to keep that in mind while we're thinking about this.
Yeah.
Like, just remember that this is their prime.
I don't know, man. This is the hard. To
be honest, man, that list B would just be too ridiculous.
B?
Yeah, it would just be too ridiculous.
So B is Tupac, Pusha T, and Eminem.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nas dropped Ether, man.
The third one, C, would be some clever shit. Like, it would be very.
I mean, I got a 50 Cent bias, so I kind of jumped to C. But honestly, man, I was
50 and Ice Cube would match the kind of gangsta aggressive, music at their primes. You know,
Jay-Z would come up with some clever.
Jay-Z would just come up with like
clever shit,
making the record be like
clever
perfection.
Yeah,
And then you got Pac and Eminem and BC.
Yeah.
Like, that is at their prime.
And then you got Pusha T delivering.
Pusha T, let's say at his prime, bruh, like ugh,
yeah,
dirty, slap.
I don't know. I think we're just missing Biggie, Drake, and Nas too, man.
Yeah, but
Drake can come up with a clever
is very
bar,
clever.
Bro.
He could make it a worldwide slap, worldwide diss. like
Nas delivered Ether.
hit
Man.
record.
Let's not forget Ether.
Yeah.
Fuck Jay-Z. So,
It's,
and then you got Biggie who shot you. So I don't know, man. I think
to be honest, when you look at this list, you would have to just look at.
to
Let's
me, here's why I give it to A.
What would be your style of life?
Here's why
you
I
know,
know.
'cause-
Here's why I give it to A, because this is ultimately in today's time what determines a great diss record. This is why I give it to A. Hit records. If you can make it into a hit record, it's a diss and it keeps playing, you win.
But you don't think these other guys would make a hit diss record? Just because Drake.
Drake is right now the most hit maker out of
But
everybody.
remember, this is at their primes. When these guys were doing disses, dude, their records were becoming hits too.
Yeah, but who
became a
out of this
hit.
whole list is delivering hits consistently? Who has a pen game that's been
I
delivering
mean,
consistent hits?
but we don't know about Tupac because we didn't have
Tupac
much.
got hits. Yeah, he's
That's
good.
what I'm saying. Like he's the same. Drake would be, he's been 10 years.
I mean, I'm just
hits.
going off what we know.
Pac.
I'm going off what we know.
I'm pretty sure he would be the same. Same with Biggie. 50, you already know, like, he had a moment, but it didn't last as long as these guys. But when he was at his prime, none of these guys could fuck with him.
Not bar for bar. He would get.
Not for bar,
what
but
I
I'm
mean.
saying, like,
Yeah. If we're going bars, each person on this list, who's the best bar for bar on each list? Who has the strongest bar for bar rapper on here? And I think,
that's a tough one.
yeah. I mean, Jay-Z's up there, man. Jay-Z's bar for bar. Jay-Z can rap. Even though I think I always argue Jay-Z's not that big worldwide. That's why people think I hate Jay-Z. But no, Jay-Z can rap. Bar for bars, Jay-Z, Eminem, Biggie. Out of those, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Biggie.
But at their prime, bro. Like,
That's what I'm saying. The prime.
yeah.
Jay-Z,
like,
Eminem, and Biggie.
That's hard.
I don't know who had the best.
God damn.
This
When you
list is
think about
insanely
it.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. What was your question you were asking, though? For who would what?
No, I mean just which row would come up with together and drop the best diss track.
All right.
I
So
mean,
let's just do
Just,
this.
just look.
Which
We
row-
have. Here's the thing. We have most of these people in their prime when they drop diss tracks, so we can tell. You got Nas, Ether, which arguably is one of the best diss tracks of all time. I think most people would say that.
100%.
Drake at his prime, we can consider Drake in his prime when he dropped back to back. That was 2015. He dropped If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, which was a fucking amazing thing. That was his
It
prime.
was great, but not as great as like ETH.
I mean, they're on the same list, so it doesn't matter. They're not competing.
Right, I
against each
know.
other. So let's just say the
Okay.
prime. So you got Biggie, Who Shot You, which we don't know Biggie's prime because he died early, but let's say it's his prime. He dropped Who Shot You. Who won't beef with Big Papa? Have 1,000 drops.
Yeah, that's hard.
I know.
I'm getting.
I know. So that's why I give it to the first. Let's say in the prime, Tupac, you got Hit 'Em Up, you fat motherfucker, I fucked your great record. Yeah.
First off, fuck you.
Pusha T in their prime. What do you want to put Pusha T at his prime? Did he drop a diss track in his prime that I'm thinking about right now? I can't. I don't think Pusha T is really. You have Story of Addict. Did he really get involved in a lot of beef, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, that's a good question, man.
I know the clips. Yeah, they got into it with Lil Wayne a little bit, but did they really drop a lot of diss tracks? I don't remember them dropping diss tracks. I remember them dropping Subliminal diss.
I don't think they really. Yeah, I don't think they really had like a.
So okay, let's just say Pusha T's prime when everybody noticed was the Story of Adidon. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Let's say that. And his solo career, that is his prime in his solo career. Story of Adidon, very disrespectful record.
Yeah. Story of Adidon. Yeah.
Then you got Eminem in his prime. He was dropping disses at Ja Rule and Benzino. He dropped a lot of records, so it's really hard to pick one. Halle Mary is one of them. Halle Mary, with Obi Trice, I think was on it. 50. Those were great records.
Yeah.
Let me play it. Let me see. Let me see exactly. So I remember each Eminem, because I know Eminem dropped quite a few diss tracks, man. Halle Mary is probably the best one, in my opinion, at least. So, the Warning, Mariah Carey. There's actually people that voted what's Eminem's best diss tracks. Haley's Revenge.
Clean on my closet.
Nah, it's
That's
dissing
not really
his
a-
mom, bro.
Yeah.
That's a great record, though. I like it.
Yeah. Nail in the coffin.
That's dissing Benzino.
Hail Mary.
Yeah, I don't know. Haley's Revenge is probably the best one, or Hail Mary.
Okay, so let's just pick Hail Mary.
Let's say Haley's Revenge.
Yeah.
I like Haley's
Okay,
Revenge.
sure.
Okay,
Let's say
Haley's
that.
Revenge. That record's amazing. You on Pac's dick, you replica guy. If you're still alive, you can never get by. All you do is cry, bitch. Keep it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, Haley Mary, and then you got. Okay, so for Biggie, Who Shot You, Drake back to back, Nas, Ether, Tupac, Hit 'Em Up, Pusha T, Story of Adidon, Eminem, Haley's Revenge.
Okay.
Jay-Z, Takeover. A lot of people consider that's the
Okay.
best diss track because he
Takeover.
dissed Prodigy too in there. He dissed Nas. He took out everybody. Ice Cube,
Was
No
it
Vaseline.
No
Obviously,
Vaseline?
that's one of the best diss tracks of all time. Most
Yeah.
disrespectful. 50 Cent, I argue Piggy Bank because he's dissing everybody. I don't know. I
And that
just
was
like
more of a
that.
hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Click it D, Clinton, just dissing everybody, clowning everybody, even Game.
What are some other ones?
in the
like
video?
during
This
the-
Game.
that were
Back
not
Down.
like-
Back Down is one of them.
Okay.
There are a lot of 50 records.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
mixtape. I
Just
Smell
keep-
Pussy.
Let's
Is
just
that
make it
you
not
heard?
too confusing, but let's just keep Piggy Bank.
I like Piggy. I think
Yeah,
Piggy Bank's
'cause
one of
Piggy
the
Bank
best.
was more of a hit on the album. And
Yeah. So, which out of those would you say is the best? That's the question.
all right.
I give it to Nas Ether. I think it washes everybody on this list.
Yeah.
That record to me is just that good of a diss.
And then when you add those other two,
Then you
spice it
add,
up.
Biggie Who Shot You.
yeah, you're right, man. That ache.
Then you add
is
Drake
fire.
back to back, which is the weakest one out of those three, but still.
Yeah.
Then you got Tupac Hit 'Em Up, which is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You got Pusha T's Story of Adidon, which is great, but it's not like I don't think people consider it top 10 all time.
No.
I don't
way.
know. Then you got Eminem,
Maybe,
Haley's
but-
Revenge. Eminem, Haley's Revenge is up there. A lot of
Yeah.
people love that record. So Jay-Z Takeover, Ice Cube, No Vaseline, and 50 Cent Piggy Bank. It's like, I give it to the first, man. I think A to me.
Let's just eliminate the middle one because I think they lost compared to Jay-Z.
Drake, Pusha T, and Ice
Cuban.
Cube.
Yeah. Let's say
No
Drake,
Vaseline is.
Drake, Nas, Biggie. We'll have to put them up. Keep them. Pac, Pusha. Let's just kick them out. I think me and you have to agree that.
I know you
Yeah,
got
probably.
Tupac, they'll hit him up with Eminem.
I know. It's hard. Trust me. Like I'm not saying that they suck or anything.
I'm
But
going to be honest, though. I think the last Jay-Z, Ice Cube, and 50 Cent is probably. Ice Cube's the only one that's holding this to me.
do you think it's better than Ether?
No, I'm not giving them. I'm saying eliminate them.
I'm just
I'm saying
like,
eliminate them.
oh,
I think Jay-Z, Ice Cube, and 50 Cent eliminate them.
really?
Because I like Jay-Z's Takeover, but do I like it that much? Not really. Ice Cube's No Vaseline is the only thing that's holding this in. No Vaseline is top 5 all
That's a
time.
classic. Yeah.
And then you got 50 Cent. 50, here's the thing about 50's diss records. They're not like,
They don't go hard.
that
like,
crazy,
yeah,
you know?
They're not like, yeah.
Officer Ricky, Radio for Backups, one of my favorites. But I don't know, 50, he has great diss records, but does he have all time?
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
So
Yeah.
I would get rid of
I fuck
Jay-Z,
with
Ice
that.
Cube, and 50. And then you got Biggie, Drake, Nas, Tupac, Pusha T, Eminem. Out of those two. I give it to the first, man. Biggie, Drake, and
Yeah.
Nas. And a lot of people are going to get mad at me. Oh, Drake, you
I
think
see.
Nah, man. You guys just view Drake as a singer. I don't know if he has ghostwriters or not. It's clear that he's written records for other people, too. A lot of people forget that when they say Drake has ghostwriters. Oh, he has ghostwriters. There's a lot of rappers behind the scenes that have ghostwriters. But can they write records for other artists? Most can't. That just shows you Drake is a writer, regardless of the ghostwriting things. He has written records for other artists and their hit records.
Because when you look at that road, dude, Ether and Who Shot You, and those stick to people's head like.
Oh, my God.
Those stick to mine like
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yep,
as soon as I see them, that's the first record that pops in my head.
exactly.
When
Nas, the second I see Nas, Ether,
Yeah.
immediately off
yeah,
the top.
Ether. Just-
Biggie,
that's
Who
one of
Shot
them.
You off the top. So, we got Tupac would hit him up
No,
immediately.
definitely. Don't get me wrong, but they don't get up to that level of.
But then what we gotta do is
you know.
figure the reason why this question's so hard. It's all three of them in one studio together coming up with something. That's the reason
That's
why
another
it's
thing
hard.
too.
to
So
come-
I know, but we're breaking it down to like
yeah,
at their prime. While they're dropping at that. Let's say they're. Fuck man, that's hard. Yeah, you're right, bro.
I don't know. I think Biggie, Drake, and Nas.
Yeah, because they're all in the studio together.
You got
this is
Biggie.
a fresh.
Yeah.
This is a fresh.
In their prime, all of them.
On their prime. What's up, man?
Biggie, Drake.
Like they're
yeah.
always.
Biggie, Drake, and Nas in their prime together. Yeah.
Goddamn Eminem, dude, he was nasty, bro.
No. I think
like Eminem could go.
obviously Eminem.
I'll slap your balls.
We're not. I'm not considering these individual lyrically. Like I'm not saying individually lyrically are they better than these people. I'm saying all of them collectively in one room coming up with something. Are they better than these other people?
That's what I'm imagining in my head. Is imagine at the prime, Pac and Eminem in the studio, and they had in there.
Yeah,
you know?
I think.
Like whoa,
I don't know, man.
And then you got
it's tough,
Jay-Z,
man.
You got the Camel.
Come on.
And 50. And then Ice Cube.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
You know, Cube
so you're saying if they all went against each other?
What do you mean they all?
No, like let's just say they all make diss tracks against each other.
Yeah,
like the groups.
Right.
Who would have the best one? I don't know, man.
To be honest, I would have to give it to B, bro. Because at their prime, if they're getting in the studio at that moment, like let's say there's 3 studios. You got Studio A, Biggie at his prime, Drake at his prime, and Nas at his prime. They're coming up with some diss record against all these guys.
I mean, I looked at it as who has the most memorable diss tracks. That's who made the best diss tracks.
Well, we can't look at that because we're just looking at.
Let me see.
You know,
let me just put
in
in
their prime. Which row would come together to drop the best diss track?
I mean, because that is their prime. If they come up with the most memorable diss tracks, they did in the prime. So if they can come up with that, then
right,
imagine what they come up with all together.
But we're taking Nas' talent with Ether at his prime, coming with Biggie at his prime with his talent of Who Shot Ya. So imagine you mix that together and add a little Drizzy in that to make it a hit record. Come on, bro.
So
and then you got Pac, the energy, and Eminem's energy.
Let's see what list. Let's see what the top. Let's go to Complex. Let's just see what Complex.
Pushing peas in that bitch.
Let's see what Complex says. I'm curious. Since Complex is more.
Oh, they replied. All right.
Since Complex is they didn't reply. They did a list of top 10. So you got Common, The Bitch and You, which is not on this list. Cannabis, Second Round KO, which is an amazing record. Dr. Dre fucking with Dre Day. Okay. Drake Back to Back is number 7. Pusha T Story Added On is number 6. Ice Cube No Vaseline is always top 5, dead or alive. I've always seen that on the top 5. Nobody's ever questioned that record. Okay. BDP The Bridge Is Over. That's the one 50 even got hurt by when he was a kid. The Diss in Queens and all that. Mm-hmm. Nas Ether is number 3. Of course. I think Ether is one of the best diss tracks. Jay-Z Takeover is number 2. Which people argue back and forth on that. I think Ether is better, but whatever. And you got Tupac Hit 'Em Up, number 1. Which a lot of people love Tupac's Hit 'Em Up.
You see? So
there's no Biggie on this top 10, by the way. You got Back Down at number 12. Eminem, Sauce, Nail in the Coffin.
Just off that list, look at all these artists. 2 of the artists on row A are in there.
Yeah.
You got Ether and Drake's record. Now, you look at row B with Tupac's there. Was Pusha T there? Yes, he was.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And then what about Eminem?
Eminem's not in the top 10.
Okay, so this 2-2 is tie. Now you go to the third row. C.
You got Ice Cube. That's it. And Jay-Z.
Oh, so damn, every row's tie. They both, they're all at it.
This list. Let's check another list.
This is the way I'm looking at it.
Let me check another list.
This is the way I'm looking at it. At their prime.
Okay, so you got Ice Cube. There's another list. Let's just see another person's opinion. Ice Cube, No Vaseline again. Somebody's top 10 list. They didn't number it. They just put that in the top 10, which we know. Skip this. Drake Back to Back again, top 10. 50 Cent Piggy Bank is in their top 10. Dre fucking with Dre Day, which Easy Real Motherfucking G's. We already know that. Dre's not on there. Nas Ether. Jay-Z Takeover. Right. Tupac Hit 'Em Up. So that Biggie Who Shot Ya is not appearing on these people's list, which I'm surprised.
Man, I'm surprised that Gucci this ain't in there.
Oh, it is. It's in like in the 20 something.
Oh, okay.
It's up. I mean, it's top 50 all time. So
yeah.
Let me see. I give it to the first one, man. I can't.
I'm gonna give it to the second one, bro.
I don't see Biggie, Drake, and Nas getting outwitted.
I'm just gonna go with the second one because the Tupac's energy and Eminem's energy, and then you add a little in there, and that's it, man. It's gonna be nasty, bro. The energy, because I like energy. If the record's got a diss with some crazy energy into it, that's it, bro. Now, if you're looking at who's gonna be the biggest hit, then I'm gonna have to put it with row A. That's a fact. But the most gangster is gonna have to be C.
Yeah, let's categorize
we
like
can't-
that. So you're saying the most energy, most disrespect was gonna be B.
100%. Because you know Tupac's energy and Eminem's energy.
So then A is gonna be the hit one,
And yeah,
and then C is gonna be the most gangster one.
the most gangster
and
because
witty.
Ice Cube is more that gangster persona. Would you kind of
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that?
obviously he's a gangster rapper.
Okay. Same with 50
Yeah.
when he came out, and then of course Jay-Z's not, but
No, Jay-Z's rap game. He's not as
Not
gangster.
gangster,
Yeah,
though.
but he's witty, so it'd be the most
but
gangster witty.
Jay-Z would just add that flavor,
That
where it'd
wittiness,
just
yeah.
become like, let's say, a classic or some shit, you know. And then so that's it.
I don't know, man. All I know is Ether is one of the best diss tracks of all time that I've ever heard in my life. It was so disrespectful, it's just ridiculous. So I give it to A, man. You give it to B with
Everybody know. Everybody
So-
know.
A is Biggie, Drake, Nas, which is my selection. Yours is B, Tupac, Pusha T, and Eminem.
Let us know in the comments. Everybody know. Everybody knows B. Everybody know.
So this guy.
Everybody knows me.
Yeah,
Pick that
let
B.
me know. It's great
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, man.